This is a Ferrari F430 challenge car. It's a race car to be driven in races next to other race cars. Under absolutely no circumstances should it be driven on the street. So today I'm going to drive it on the street. Now if you want to read more about that, click the link below to check out my column on autotrader.com/oversteer. This came about from my friends here at Philadelphia's LBI Limited, one of the coolest special interest car purveyors I've ever encountered, and you should follow them on their equally cool Instagram and Facebook pages. After all, they were nice enough to let me drive around in this F430 challenge car to see what it's like on the road. But first, I'm going to show you some of the quirks that separate this F430 challenge car from a traditional F430. There are a lot of them. We'll start with the windows. For weight savings and safety reasons, they're made of fixed plexiglass, so it doesn't open like a normal window. Instead, it slides open and closed. Except only a very small area slides open, small enough so that it's hard to even get your head through. Here's something I bet your car doesn't have: a giant air jacking system. Basically, you pull into pit lane and then the pit crew sticks a giant air hose in the back that activates this huge jack mounted in the center of the car that then lifts it off the ground for easier access to the tires and wheels. The car also has the same system in front. Now, because this car isn't street legal, there's no place to mount a license plate. Instead, that spot is taken up by an exhaust. And then there's the interior door handle. Actually, there isn't one. In the interest of weight savings, the car is equipped with only this rudimentary door pull. Here's another crazy weight-saving technique. The windshield washer fluid reservoir is not a reservoir. It's a bag. Another interesting thing, there's no fuel door or gas cap. You just push really hard and there you go, because who's going to steal fuel from a race car? And also, there's a fuel filler on both sides, depending on which side your pit crew is standing on. Now, when you want to put fuel in it, you can't exactly go to a regular gas station and just put in pump gas. This thing takes 100-octane race fuel. And when you do it, here's how you have to do it. This car is also equipped with two other exterior items that your vehicle probably doesn't have. This thing kills the engine in case you crash and can't turn it off. And this button launches a fire suppression system. And then there are all the quirks inside the car, assuming, of course, that you can get in. I made it, although I'm down a shoe. Now I'm inside the car where it is incredibly hot, and they've told me a trick that would have made getting in and out a little bit easier. The steering wheel actually comes off. And then you're struck by just how many comfort items have been removed. There's no carpeting. There's no sound deadening. There are exposed wires. There's no headliner. There's also no navigation system or CD player. Instead, there are 5 buttons, one of which is marked rain light. This car also comes with no key to start it. That's right, there's no key. Not that you'd be able to figure out how to turn it on anyway, because it's kind of a complicated process. First, you turn the kill switch. That's right, there's a kill switch. Then you toggle the ignition switch up. Then you have to make sure that the car is in neutral, because it won't start in a gear other than neutral. And then you press the giant red start button. And then it was time to nervously take the $165,000 F430 Challenge race car out on the road. I was nervous. I also knew the car would be bumpy, hot, and loud. We'll take each one individually. First off, it is so hot in here, I can't even describe it. Oh my God, why is it so hot? Air conditioning would change my life right now. Oh my God. Nothing in life has ever been this hot. I got sweat coming into my eyes. If you live in Phoenix and your air conditioning broke yesterday, I envy you. Oh my God, why? Whoa, there's a bump. Oh, there's a bump. Oh my God, my butt. It bumps around so much, I feel like I'm riding in the back of a UPS truck. Oh God, a bump. No, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not even thinking about turning. I miss driving a car that has suspension. Bump. I don't even know how to go over all this. Bump. Oh. We're behind a Ford Transit. I'm down to third. I'm going for the overtake. Oh God, no, the road is bad. I'm slowing down. The noise is unbearable. They haven't bothered trying to put in sound deadening and foam to make sure parts don't rub against each other. And the result is parts are always rubbing against each other. I'm not sure if you can hear, but it is so loud, and we're at about 2,000 RPM. It's so loud and so bumpy and so hot. My own Ferrari felt like driving a Lexus ES350 hybrid compared to this thing. I'm serious. That jack system is in the back of the car, so you have to constantly be thinking about not the sides or the corners, but the back middle of the car to make sure it clears that. Are those speed bumps? We gotta turn around. They can contain this car by just putting speed bumps on the ground. I have no idea how fast I'm going. There's no speedometer, is there?
No, there's not.
This is an experience I bet not many people have had. I'm sitting in a stoplight in a Ferrari Challenge car with a Chrysler Town & Country behind me. This is the most thrilling thing I've ever done. Oh, the turning circle is atrocious. You know how many turns to lock the steering wheel has? 1/4. Seriously. I wish I could do a better job of explaining the acceleration and stuff, but it's hard to find anywhere to let this loose. You know, it's easy to figure out what it's like to drive this thing fast. Just watch a video of the Ferrari Challenge. No one's gonna tell you what it's like to drive this thing on city streets with stop signs and traffic lights and Honda Accords. The gear changes are surprisingly smooth. Smoother, I feel like, than in the Ferrari F1 transmission for a street car. I'm gonna open it up a little bit. Woo! Probably hit 40, but it feels like we're going 400. The seat, at least, is pretty comfortable. You can't be a big person sitting in this seat. We're going by a Kia distribution center. There's a Sedona going off to a nice owner. God, I wish I could be that guy right now. Oh, they're running. They're running across the road. They're like, what is this thing? Oh, there's an STI. People say that thing is harsh on the road. I would trade my face to be in an STI right now. I'm gonna give it one touch of the gas and see what happens. My God! Wow, God, it is brutal when you floor it. It is absolutely brutal. And it was brutal when you didn't floor it. It is hot. My butt hurts. Get me out of this thing. The only thing that's keeping me in is knowing how long it's going to take me to climb out. How do people enter and exit this thing?